know if my marriage is gonna survive.
Monster might be single cell.
Anybody else involved? Because like it's
Yes.
I do anything I want whenever I want, and you stay home and go to work and come back.
He said, no, you need to go find a home. What? You and the kids.
I want to see that happen. I do.
Trying to become the new Kim Kardashian.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're coming with the Real Housewives of Miami, season 5, episode 4 and 5. I just decided to go ahead and put them all the way in together. There was a lot of things that happened in episode 4 and 5. I felt like this would be perfect to tie in together because, yeah. Lenny, count your motherfucking days. Okay? Because what Lenny's doing really is hitting home for me, and it's really kind of deplorable, some of the behavior that he is taking against Lisa. Now, Lisa seems like she was nagging, was annoying, was doing a lot, but marriage isn't just like something just like, oh, let me just get a divorce. Like, but you was dating while married, so I mean, regardless of the fact you was cheating, and with Lisa, like, don't get me wrong, girl, the signs were there. You saw he had an emotional affair, girl. You can't tell me that he wasn't going on up in the Palm Beach hotels, the Hiltons, the Conrad, tearing ass up. But I'm going to show a little bit of empathy to her because, I mean, at this point, I feel like she needs it. But y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into this video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You want to play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, won it, securing the bag.
Right, y'all, so at the beginning of the episode, Lisa's planning her goodbyes party. Whoa. And, you know, she's calling around, getting everybody ready, just trying to figure out the vibe for the party. We transfer over to Julia. She's basically cooking with Martina, and they are clashing and butting heads. Then they're talking about basically living alone. Like, you know, Julia really can't cope with being an empty nester. She does not like the fact that her kids are not with her. And, you know, they're butting heads. They're over trying to eat food. And Martina's like, what's the deal? Like, tell me what's going on. And Julia was like, I don't want to come home and you talking about let's go eat dinner here. I don't want to live here in Miami Beach. I sacrificed my whole lifestyle on the farm for you. And now I'm coming home. You talking about let's eat together. We're not doing that. I don't want to eat just with you. And for me, Julia's going to have to navigate her life because at the end of the day, like, it's like with my mom. I'm not in your marriage, and you can't basically build your marriage off of your kids. Your marriage is two people. That's it. Nobody else, just you two individuals. Regardless, when the kids leave, it's just y'all two. So how are y'all going to cope? So that's something Julia's going to have to figure out. And like I said, Julia feels alone and she just feels bored. And Martina you could definitely tell Martina has she seems irritated with Julia. And I don't know how this is going to go over well, but she definitely seems like, girl, got my face. So we see Larsa. She has a party for King, and he's 1 year old, and all the girls bring their dogs. Julia brings her little goat, and he's over here headbutting people like, control your goat. And, you know, I'm not mad at Larsa for, like, basically doing the Halo collar, her brand deal that she had. It's like a company she sponsored, and she basically like, y'all, you know, I'm happy that you all are here. You all brought your dogs, and, you know, we have a company that we partner with. It's called Halo, and they basically help dogs with, like, invisible dog security, this, that, and the third. Now, is it tacky? Yes. But I'm not mad. I'm like, girl, get your money, get your coin, do what you got to do. So, and it's like she's trying to really do what she got to do outside of living off of Scottie Pippen's money. So, I mean, can you blame her? Adriana, she over here comes in, and she's like, lifestyle. I want to be BBL. Yeah. So everybody's looking at her like, girl, what? Because you went about 5 episodes last season dragging this girl about her BBL. Now, do her BBL look bad? It don't look bad. I feel like if you just look at her BBL or her butt from her butt, not her thighs, not her hip, just her butt, it's a nice butt. Now, once you get to them legs, it's giving a buzz life. So Alexia, she basically told Adriana, like, girl, like, if you want to do that, that's cool, but you need to get some legs and some hips because it's not gonna match, right? So Adriana pulled Larsa to the side, and Larsa just like, girl, after all the stuff you said about me, you over here trying to drag me about my body. Now you want me to come with you and also basically try to guide you through getting the BBL. Girl, bye and good luck. So I totally agree with Larsa with that. That's why I like Larsa, because she seems like a very chill girl. The media paints her to be very much aloof and passive and just wants a guy with money. So I like the fact that she is a go-getter and she speaks her mind, and she doesn't take stuff that serious. So, I like that. Lisa pulls up 5 hours late, and she comes with her dog and her I guess her hairstylist, and she finally gives the girls like some type of excuse, like, yeah, I was doing stuff with Lenny. We're on the up and up. We all go through ups and downs, but we're on the up and up. And it's just ominous, because I'm just like, girl, you just don't know. This man is plotting and playing it on you. So Lisa basically tell everybody, like, I had to put my dog down, and that was something really hard for Lenny, because he was very emotional. Like, Lenny boo-hoo, like boo-hoo cry. And that did touch me, but I got to stay strong on my conviction, because at the end of the day, he played with Lisa. Can't do it. So Nicole, and she basically, Lisa pulls Larsa to the side and they talk. She was just like, I just want us to get into a better place. And then Larsa was like, you talked about my place and I talked about your place. Like, you can't be doing stuff like that. And then Lisa hops back up, like, you brought up my mortgage. You brought up all this paperwork. Like, why would you do that? And then before they can get deep into it again, they both were just like, what, at the end of the day, it's not that deep. I said stuff, you said stuff, and I apologize. Let's get past it. I want to be a friend. I miss you. Boom. So they got past it and everything was cool, because ain't never got time to hear it for a fourth time now. So I think this is a dead storyline now, so we're good. So we see Nicole, her son, and her mom go out for a pink thing. And it's so cute. The scenery is really nice. It's just a wholesome scene to see on the show. And her mom and dad basically went out to lunch, and her mom's basically reporting back what the dad says. And, she's like, your dad he's stuck in his ways. He wants to connect with you. He wants to be there for you. But if you don't want his girlfriend there at this point in his life, he cherishes his girlfriend, and she's not coming, he's not coming. That's just what it is. So Nicole was just like, I know I can basically contribute to the situation with my dad too. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, he wants to make it, he's trying to make an effort, but he's just saying, oh, forget me, I'm not going if she can't go. And then her mama just, and basically with the dinner that she had with the dad, she was just like, Nikki, if she say you don't want that at the house, you got to do that. That's just what Nikki does. And I feel like they treat Nicole, basically, I feel like Nicole's mom and dad treat Nicole like how they do, because Nicole has money. I feel like they look at Nicole like she did it. She's a doctor. She's making money, and her husband's making buku money. So they're looking at her like, we gotta listen to Nikki. Nikki said we can't have this at the house, so we gotta listen to her and just know exactly what she wants to do. So I just feel like sometimes Nicole could soften up a little bit, because she's a Virgo. So I can get that she's probably very headstrong, wants stuff a certain way, very particular. So I just feel like she should take a back seat and listen to other people, because everybody's telling her the same thing. Like, you're hard-headed, you're ball buster, all these certain things. So hopefully she listens to that advice. Nicole is the money girl. Like, she pulls up on her own boat, got her bandana on, got her purse, looks gorgeous, just hops out doing her thing, vibing. And the B-rolls that they show with the girls walking up, I feel like it's aesthetically pleasing for the show. It's something that I feel like for cinematography and video production is a great asset to the show. So that's something I've learned taking the video production classes. Like, that was a very aesthetically pleasing shot. When we see Alexia walks in, she looks gorgeous. She looks like she is just dripping in money. So I mean, I feel like that was chef's kiss. The girl's like, oh, Lenny looks good. Oh my gosh, he's working out. Oh, look at him. And I'm like, girls, y'all really need to stop stroking this man's ego, because obviously he already cheating on his wife. He is knee deep. And so, nah. So y'all over here stroking his ego, not knowing that he over here has a whole nother girlfriend out here in these Miami streets, right? And I feel like a lot of men, especially men with money, get very overzealous, and they're just like, well, all the women want me, I got money, and this, that, and the third, bump my marriage, my wife is getting old, even though Lisa looks like she's 25 and she is 40 something. Alexia and Nicole have a conversation, and the conversation is about family problems and the dad's girlfriend. And basically Alexia's telling her, like, that's your dad. You only have one dad, cherish him. Lisa seems to be all over the place. She's in her zone, and she's trying to be the hostess, trying to basically cater to everyone. And it looked like she turned her persona on, and it seems like it's bugging Lenny, especially when she told him to change his shirt. He seemed like he didn't react to it, but I feel like obviously that was probably irritating to him. Julia is over here crying because of the whole situation with her daughters and being an empty nester, and all the girls try to run and console her and use their boobs to wipe her tears. Crazy. Julia tells them that she wanted more kids, but Martina didn't want more kids, so she sacrificed that, and maybe she might be holding that against Martina. But I mean, if you don't say anything, then that's just what happens. I rushed through that because we have the hot mic from hell.
We discussed it a lot.
All the time.
I don't want to see that happen.
I do.
They were just like, well, I don't want you to see you guys like break up or whatever. And Lenny's like, I do. He was like, have you been sleeping with her? This man talking about, no. He was like, no, I'm not sleeping with her. If I sleep with her, then I'm cheating on the one that I actually care about. When I say that, had my stomach in knots, I could have ran to the bathroom. Like, it's so, like, the betrayal that I feel like she would have felt hearing that. I hope she didn't hear it, but obviously she watched the show. He did his ass beat. Bad. Y'all. Episode 5. So we see Julia and her daughter. Julia's daughter comes home from Paris, and Lisa talks to her son about Jackson's passing and basically talk about life and death. And Larsa goes on a date, and when Larsa walks in for the date, I'm like, okay, where the is she going? Like, she looked like she going to the club, while everybody else in the restaurant looked like they're on a casual, like, Sunday dinner. Like, it's really, now she looked good, I ain't gonna hold you, but still, I'm just like, girl, know your audience. But I really like the fact that she went on this date with the guy who's surprisingly not black. They're making sushi, and it seemed like a really cute moment. So she said that he's not her type. Well, she said that he's not the one for her. He's very nice, but she feel like she's just dating right now. And the producer was like, well, are you going to tell him? She's like, no. So Julia and Martina and the daughter, Emma, have dinner, and Julia's daughter basically is annoyed by, Julia. And Julia keeps putting her experience on her daughter, because basically what happens is that her daughter was like, Mom, I'm going to get my scooter license, and there's nothing you can say about it. I'm just letting you know. And the mom's like, no, like, that's not safe. Like, when I was in Paris, I was doing this. And, like, I get where Julia was coming from, but she has to realize she's saying a lot of I. And it's not about you. Like, if your daughter wants to do something and the dad thinks it's okay, she already got her license. That means she's already proven that she is decent. I don't know if it's safe, but she's decent. But at the end of the day, you have to realize that your kids are growing up and they have to get their independence some way. So you can't just shelter them and like block experiences. And especially as a parent, you had those experiences. So why wouldn't you want your kids to have those same experiences that you had as a parent? So yeah, Martina was just like, what? He was like, as long as you wear a helmet, we cool. And you could definitely see the tension is building up. And like I put down my notes, I'm just like, Martina and Julia are beefing. And I feel like Martina was definitely trying to have the daughter side, but still trying to be like, you're going to wear a helmet. Make sure you wear a helmet. And that's what you're going to do. So it's definitely tension with them. So Nicole calls all the girls, and she's like, yeah, I'm bringing out the yacht. Lisa, so all the girls come on the yacht, right? Lisa is MIA, no call, no show. And it's weird. Everybody's just like, okay, that's rude. Like, why is she showing up? Like, what's going on? Like, usually she will call somebody. She's not going to show up because, it take her 10 hours just to get somewhere anyway. So what's going on? So Captain Anthony walks out, and, that's the same name as her husband, Anthony Lopez, which is crazy. But he fine. I was just like, take your clothes off. But this gave an opportunity for Gertie and Alexia to talk about basically working and friendship. Gertie was like, I feel more like a co-worker than a friend to you. And Lex was like, no, I definitely see you as a friend. Like, Gerda was like, I would definitely love to see that more, this and the third. But, they left it at that. They're having a good time. They're trying to start over and try to build a friendship. So hopefully that happens. But we've seen from the previews and stuff that obviously they're going to bump heads again. So, you know. So Lisa does text and basically says that she wasn't feeling well, which obviously we know the stuff that's going on in her life. The girls aren't privy to it. The girls talk about how Lainey and Lisa have these lavish parties, and they're like, it's crazy that Lainey's over here having all these parties with these BBL models and these girls that are half naked that are 25, 20 something years old, and it's just like really weird. They're half naked, and they got their nana out. Like, what's going on? Like, why is Lisa okay with this? And I feel like, what can Lisa do? Like, her husband is worth probably $80 million. What could she do? He runs that house. What could she do? She don't even know she have a mortgage. So what could she do? Like, come on now. So then we see another little B-roll. All the girls are getting ready for vacation in the Key West. And I'm about to say in the Keys, but in Key West. And Alexia's relationship with her son is so cute. And she's over here getting ready, packing. She's like, you like this? He's like, oh, that's really pretty, Mom. That was really cute. Basically, we see Nicole at the airport. She basically flies all the girls down to her PJ, and I'm just like, she's the money girl, like I said. I was trying to figure out what her husband does, but then they finally tell us that he was an attorney. So I was like, okay, cool. Lisa, first of all, the girl, it was a 15-minute flight, so they should have beat everybody else, because everybody else is like, what, a 3-4 hour drive down to the Keys?
No, we'll be there. We're just waiting for Lisa.
So the fact that they got there after everybody else did was crazy, because Lisa was like almost 2 hours late. And then when she finally got there, like Anthony was pissed. He was like, okay, well, at the end of the day, she wanted to find her own ride because I'm about to go. You ain't but to hold me. I took off time for work. Like, what's going on?
This is not cool. 11:30? This is annoying. I'm going to just go. I'm leaving. You just tell her to drive or don't come.
And I totally agree. It was warranted, because you're not calling nobody. You're not letting nobody know that you're late. You're just over here just late and just being rude and inappropriate. Like, regardless of the fact of what you got going on, be punctual or let somebody know that, hey, I'm running late, especially 2 hours late. I've been pissed at Lisa. So, Lisa, like I said, Lisa shows up. They get on the plane. They fly off to the Keys. Adriana asked, like, hey, Lisa, like, what's going on? Why are we so late? She said, I had a lot going on, and it's very cryptic. It's very, like, not trying to say too much, but just trying to give a little bit out, right? So they all go to the Keys Resort, and it's amazing, like, obviously. And Lisa is, like, visibly off, and she's breathing heavy. She's giving girls, like, yeah, I'm okay, but I'm not. It's just like, okay. And it's just weird. Sometimes I just feel like maybe people don't want to say anything because it's just like too much on them, or maybe they're just like, they don't know how to say it, or it's embarrassing. I don't know. But obviously you could you can cut the tension with a knife. But Lisa's nanny called and is like, yeah, I'm feeling bad. I can stay for a little bit. I probably need somebody to cover my shift, blah, blah, blah. So she calls Lenny and she's just like, hey.
Will be. I mean, obviously I was hoping to play tennis, but if you can't find somebody, I won't. So just to try to see if you can find somebody. If not, as soon as
I know you have tennis lessons, but you probably have to go get the kids because the nanny basically doesn't feel well and she has to leave. And this man is over here like, well, yeah, I could definitely do that, but I hope you can find somebody because that would be preferred. She was like, okay, I get that, but you're probably going to have to leave tennis because our kids can't be there by themselves. He was like, yes, like if you can't find somebody, I will go there, but I would like for you to try to find somebody. And you could tell that he's trying to allude to the fact that, girl, stop calling me and go find somebody. And she's just like, how in the world? She was like, be a dad and go spend time with your kids. Take care of your kids. What are you doing? And obviously he don't give a fuck about them kids. He don't care about them kids. Because even when everything happened, in a minute, what I'm about to talk about, when everything happened, talk about, I'm gonna find you a house. You're gonna have to find a house for you and your kids, or you and the kids. Like, what about your kids, sir? What about your kids? Right. Lisa gets frustrated because, like she said, like, these are your kids too. Like, what are you doing? So she goes down to the pool where everybody else is at. You know, everybody walks in, and Kiki, when she walked out, Kiki ate. Kiki is that girl. I love Kiki, and everything that she wears is just, it gives Ayan, but really Ayan gets Kiki. Okay, but you know, either way. So I forgot that Lisa was the host of this whole trip. And she's like, yeah, you know, guys, I'm supposed to host this trip, and I'm so sorry, I'm just so off. So Lars was like, everybody, let's go sit down. So when they sit down, Lisa tells the girls about the nanny situation, and they're just like, oh, well, why won't he like go get the kids and this and third? And she's just like, y'all, I feel like my marriage is done. Just like, why? What's going on? And then like, you know, Lenny is over here just like, he doesn't want to be with me, just a lot of stuff going on. And then they're like, well, is it another woman? She's like, yeah, it's another woman. Why did Alexia talk about, I knew it, I always knew.
I always knew. I'm sorry.
Oh, I always know. So you always knew, but you didn't tell me. If I was Lisa, I would look at her like, girl, if you, girl. So you always knew, but she ain't gonna say nothing. But you always knew. I always knew. I always knew. That would have pissed me off because I'm like, girl, I don't need right now. I'm over here trying to be vulnerable. You talking about I always knew, girl. That would have pissed me all the way off. So, like I said, all the other girls are just freaking out, yelling, screaming, because she's just like, yeah, you know, he told me I had to go get a house for the kids. He's trying to keep me at the house, this, that, and the third.
Dating her. This is going to be my girlfriend. I'm divorcing you. Still in your same house? No. He wants to kick me out.
And the episode goes off, and that was it. And like I said, I feel for Lisa, because who wants to be in a situation where a man doesn't really, where the person that you are been in a relationship with you obviously changes and shows you this whole different side. Like you don't even recognize this person, and obviously they're in the up and up out in public taking pictures with this girl. And obviously for the young lady that Lenny's with, just know karma always come back around, and the way you get them is the way you're going to lose them, and that's just facts. I've seen it 3 times within divorces where people were cheating, so that's just a fact. And I wish you luck, young lady. But yeah, y'all, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.